Welcome back to today's episode of the Seoul Trail. Today we're going to be taking on the longest course on the trail, 10.7 kilometers long, up and down 2 mountains. We're going to absolutely sweat our little faces off. Join me for this one, let's get into it. We have just arrived at Seoul Station and we're just over the road from where we left off the last video. And behind me is the start of our 10.7 kilometer walk today. Over 2 mountains, Daemosan and Guryongsan. It's recommended to take 5 hours, 4 hours, 50 minutes. It's a lovely day, and I am ready to get out there today and smash this walk. We're starting at the Seoul Trail box here, which is our next stamp. Let's get into it. Let's go. So course number 9 is supposed to be the longest course on the Seoul Trail at 10.7 kilometers. It's supposed to be one of the hardest ones, but that's why we're here, to put that to the test and see if it really is that difficult to do. Now, I'm going to try and give today a little bit more speed than normal because I think we've been making this trail a little bit too slow. We had a lot of rainfall this week and it's left this ground absolutely sopping, but just look at how red this dirt is. It's kind of crazy. Really, really red. Anyway, let's go. I'm not entirely sure what that man's doing, but it looks like he's put some copper things into the ground which run up his poles and into his bag. Looks like he's earthing himself to the ground. Not sure what that's all about. If you know, let me know in the comments, because it's pretty weird but also kind of cool. I'm in trousers today. Now this was a decision I had to think long and hard about because it's 26 degrees, it's pretty hot. I'm sweating, but I'd rather be hot and sweating than getting annihilated by the mosquitoes. So I've got bug spray on my arms. Hopefully they'll leave me alone today. Damn, now that is a view. Wow. So behind me here is the stone towers made by a guy called Im Hyung-mo, and he's unfortunately died now, but he spent from 1995 to 2014 building these stone towers on Daemosan. Now before he died, he said he has a desire to live a healthy life with beautiful nature, and these towers still stand today, another 10 years later. Wow, that's like super clear. I'm not going to drink it, but certainly cool me down. So it looks like behind me up here, there's a leaf blower going on. There's a temple. Let's go inside and check it out. I've always enjoyed coming to a temple because it's always so quiet and peaceful. Now, there is a guy with a leaf blower over there, which is kind of ruining the vibe, but it's still nice to be here and looking at all the Buddhist architecture nonetheless. We're going to have a little rest here at this little bench and brew up some more green tea. Time for some delicious green tea. Cheers. Now, we're a little under halfway right now. We started at 11:20 today and the time is 1:43. So we're probably about halfway on time and almost halfway on distance. But we're going to press on a little bit quicker and see what we can do. After the tea, of course. Delicious. I feel like such a civilized British man in the woods, sipping on that finest tea.
So my fact this week is that 50,000 years ago, humans the size of penguins hunted elephants the size of cows.
Pretty cute.
Okay, we've been idle for far too long, so it's time to get back on the trail. Let's go. Look at that. There's a snake. Whoa. Does anyone know what kind of snake this is? Is it venomous? That's pretty cool. Look at that. So we're over halfway right now and the trail has become a lot more quiet than it has been. Not many people and it's also very thick woodland, so it's quite dark in here. Ah, nice! Look at this. Awesome. I'm getting quite hungry now, and this route is all on the mountains and not anywhere near the city, so, you know, there's nowhere to buy any food. I've got one cereal bar left and a bunch of nuts, which will have to do me until the end. And the end is Yangjae area, Yangjae Citizens Forest kind of way. Oh, let's get those nuts out. Behind me here is Guryongsan, which means Mountain of the Nine Dragons. This mountain has a legend, and this legend says that a pregnant lady screamed at the sight of 10 ascending dragons to the heavens. Her scream was so loud, one of them was knocked out of the sky and fell down, dying. Therefore, only 9 made it to heaven. And that is why this mountain is called the Mountain of the Nine Dragons. Some say if you come here at night and listen very closely, you can hear the ghost of the dragon still about. This section of the route is extremely waterlogged and muddy. I've just been gunning it for about 20 minutes and I'm quite tired and sweaty, but we haven't got long left of this woodland to go before we hit Yangjae. Oh. I am super duper hot and sweaty. I need some water, man. Okay, let's do this thing. So we're now finally off of the mountain and the wooded area, and we head down into the city from here, Yangjae. But there is a tiny bit of road walking before we get to the stamp box. So we've got about 1.8 kilometers left on this stretch of road. Now, I think we divert off of the road shortly, but not long left till the stamp box. So let's get it. We're nearly there. So we're actually coming down onto the stream here and following that along, quite reminiscent of the last trail we did. We have made it to Yangjae Citizens Forest, and we've now got to find the stamp box, which is somewhere here. I think it's just down the road. We're not too far from the end. And just behind me is our stamp box for course number 9. Oh. And there we have it, everybody. That is course 9, finito, finished. As for the hardest course, or the notion it was the hardest course, I am not sure. Yes, it was kind of difficult with the ups and the downs constantly, but it was never really too challenging. And I feel that if you're a pretty good hiker, even mediocre, that's still achievable. But if you're a weak hiker, then yeah, maybe that would be quite challenging. But yeah, for me, I'm feeling okay. My legs are a little tired. I'm just really hungry because I didn't bring enough food, which is always the case. The time is 4:30, so that's taken us 5 hours and 10 minutes, which is about what is recommended. I think we've done well today. We've absolutely smashed that out of the park. Course number 10 up next. I believe it is 10.6 kilometers. So almost the longest, but an easier route, I believe. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today, everyone. I will see you in the next one. Peace.